Hello my friends, today we're going to be ranking Ultra 85, we're just going to be making a tier list. Now this is the long awaited Logic album, been in production for 10 years and we've known about it since like 2017, so any OG rattpack members know we've been waiting for this shit for a minute. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So Paul Rodriguez is a 9-minute song and it's got a beautiful beat and he's kind of just rapping and rapping and rapping. He's throwing in all this cute little Logic stuff. I like the Paul Rodriguez intro where he's just talking and he's like, I pulled up to the house, whatever, we're gonna watch 500 Days of Summer, blah, 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 blah. It's good. I like the outro beat and I love that we get Thomas and Kai's return here. So I feel like this is an easy A. I don't want to be too crazy with the S tier with Ultra 85. Like, I've honestly listened to the album like 3, 4, 5 times. I've been spinning it all week, bro. I've listened to it so much. Like, I know all these tracks religiously already. It's unhealthy, but what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? And then we have Mission Control. So this is a sample from a very iconic hip-hop beat that we've all heard since, you know, the early 2010s. But Logic and T-Man the Wizard kind of just go crazy on it. I didn't love T-Man's part at first, but it really grew on me, and now this is one of the best tracks on the album. The production's great, the vibe's great, and I feel like this is just a great way to kind of lead into the album after Paul Rodriguez. I think it's better, and I think I'm going to put it in really high A. It's almost S tier. We'll see by the end once this list is a little bit more put together, but we'll see. And now up next we have Deja Vu. So this is the Fade Away remake. So he uses the same sample as Fade Away, but he adds some like different notes in there and like the little voices that go like the verses are beautiful, the beat's beautiful. Deja Vu is an S tier Logic song. It's just Fade Away, but it's a little scarier. It's not as upbeat and happy. It's a little bit darker. But that's just because it doesn't have the piano in Fade Away. Like the piano's like do. The hopeful ass piano is just not there. And the Glorious Ultra Panavision, it's just a skit. All it skits. Because yeah. Alright, then we have Fear. Now Fear is like a almost club banger. It's got that like house to it, like that Drake album that came out a couple years ago. Honestly, never mind. It's got that house vibe going on. At first, I didn't love this song. I'm not insane about the beat switch, but I think Fear is a solid B tier song. It's definitely grown on me, and I think it's alright, but it's not near my favorite. Now we have Favela. Favela is such a classic Logic song. It's just a nice bass and it's just bars. He brings up COD and it's really funny because when I saw that this song was called Favela, I'm like, there's no shot he talks about Call of Duty here. I was like, there's a chance, but there's no way. And of course he's like playing Modern Warfare 2 at the Favela. I was like, oh my god, bro. Being a COD kid that obviously grew up listening to Logic, Favela is such a beautiful song, man. I'm gonna put it in low A tier for now. And then we have Gardens 3. Now Gardens 3 is one of the most interesting sounding Logic songs in a minute. It's got the weird like cutty, like like the sample's really interesting, the bass line's really nice, and the vocal chops are really nice. I honestly think Gardens 3 is really, really beautiful. I'm debating in my head if it's A or S. I think it's high A. I think I'd put it over Mission Control. Like I said, I wanted to be a little stingy with S tier, because as a hardcore Logic fan, I could put half these songs in S tier, but that wouldn't be as fun. I want to be a little strict. Ghost in the Machine, we've literally been waiting for since 2017. This is an easy S tier. I literally don't care. This is one of the most beautiful beats I've ever heard in my life. The bars are great, and Robert Ivory singing on the back end of this, the hook from Slave 1 and 2, that callback was fantastic. So beautiful. Ghost in the Machine is like everything we've ever wanted it to be. And now we have Interstellar. Now Interstellar, beautiful, beautiful bass line. Some of the deepest, most introspective Logic bars of all time. I mean, the stuff he's saying here is really, really important. If you struggle with like why you should be alive, this song really helps with that. There's a lot of philosophy here that's like, don't take your life for granted. And Lucy Rose's voice is literal butter. It's literally like butter on toast. It melts right into the beat. It's absolutely beautiful. Interstellar is definitely another S tier song. I'm gonna put Ghost in the Machine a little higher though. I just am. So now we have In Retrospect, which is a really, really, it's got that nice guitar riff and it's got the, you know, the good Logic singing vocals in the background. Now, the jury's still out for In Retrospect for me. It is a beautiful instrumental and I do like his singing, but I do think there's better. I think it's unpopular for me to put it in B tier, but I'm going to put In Retrospect in B tier. This one could definitely move up over time, but as for right now, this is just how it's sitting with me. Now, 44 Ever is really interesting because it almost doesn't feel like it belongs in Ultra 85 because this album's so sonically beautiful and this song is very aggressive and it's very Bobby Tarantino coded, but I feel like it's also just a love letter to the fans and like all the hardcore fans are in this music video, so I feel like that's really important. And this was more for the fans and being on Times Square and like all that cool stuff. Like this song is just really, really for the Rat Pack. and I have a lot of respect for it. I'm gonna put 45. I'm debating high B or low. I gotta put high B. Yeah, we'll do like the middle of B. I'm not crazy about 44 ever, but I really respect it, and I respect everybody being involved on it. Okay. I really love Love Me. I think Love Me is a fantastic song. The percussion on it's really weird, and it never really drops. Like, this song is just the chords and the percussion. I love Logic's bars. This is a Postman beat, too. Postman and Logic produced this. I don't think Six did, which is really interesting, but I really, really like Love Me. I'm just debating where an S to put it. Oh, I don't even notice I'm covering half the freaking tier list. Oops. Hold on, let me just move my face. Alright, that's better. Sorry, I didn't notice I was blocking it. But, you know, you can hear me talking, so you know what's where. Alright, now Planet Death, just a skit. But yeah, Love Me, I think Love Me is a beautiful track. Okay, Teleport is a really, really innovative song. Like, Teleport is crazy because it's one of those, you know, storytelling Logic tracks where he talks about his traumatic childhood. But when he goes teleport, it like goes to like a different time frame. So he could be like, teleport, I had a horrible childhood. You know, teleport, didn't graduate, teleport, I'm here. So it's really cool, and it's a really, you know, innovative way to tell your life story. And the beats, like the instrumental is totally beautiful. I do think this is also an S tier song. Sorry. I'm really loving Teleport right now. I think I'm gonna put it over Interstellar. I think Teleport's one of my favorite songs on the album right now. This is a skit. Antidote. Jury's still out on Antidote. It's a banger, but the Z-Loopers, sorry if I said his name wrong. His feature is a little much. You know, it's interesting. It's very Baby Keem coded. And I'm not denying that this song's a banger. I think Antidote's a total banger, and I think the feature is good on it. But it just feels so out of place for Ultra 85 that, you know, like I said, the jury's still out on it. So as for right now, compared to every other track on the album, I think it just doesn't really have a spot. You know, like if this came on a Bobby Tarantino tape, it would be like an A-tier Bobby Tarantino song. But being plugged into Ultra 85, it's hard for me to put it in like the higher echelon when all these songs are just so beautiful. Now, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a song that is just like deep, buried so deep in the Rat Pack. A lot of us know that, like, you know, what's Logic's favorite Tarantino movie? We're never gonna fucking know. It's an Easter egg. It was an Easter egg in like every album. The characters are always talking about, what do you think is you know, what do you think Logic liked best? Blah 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 or blah blah blah. And then Under Pressure, Metropolis. He's like, so what is your favorite Tarantino movie? And he goes, and then it cuts. So this is like the answer. This is the answer. His favorite Tarantino movies, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The instrumental is beautiful. All the storytelling is absolutely beautiful. Definitely an A-tier song. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of A. Yeah, alright. Now, Peace, Love, and Positivity. This is the one with the beautiful beat, and I think this is the one where he talks about his background a lot and all the black and white stuff. I think that's Peace, Love, and Positivity. I don't want to get that mixed up with Thank You for Believing in Me. No, it's definitely Peace, Love, and Positivity where he goes telling his whole story at the end again. This one's beautiful. This one's definitely beautiful. I'm just thinking, is it... This is another hardcore, like, Rat Pack song. I think it's better than Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Alright, I'll put it there. Now, City in the Stars is really a beautiful track, but it's not what I expected at all. I was expecting more of like the electronic sound from City of Stars, and that's like stupid of me just because it's named like that. I expected something different. So this one subverted my expectations, but it's still an absolutely beautiful instrumental, and the singing, I think, by Robert Ivory again is absolutely beautiful in this song, and Logic's bars are good. I definitely think it's an A-tier track again. Damn, it's really hard to like plug these into the right spot. We're gonna do a little rearranging after, and then Thank You for Believing in Me is another, like, you know, it's a singing track. It's really heartfelt. It's like he didn't believe in himself, but the fan did, so it's kind of beautiful. Also an A-tier song. So yeah, this is definitely one of his best albums of all time. If I don't even have a song in C tier, now I want to think, is that realistic? I feel like to just get more of a realistic feel for the album, not just being a hardcore meat riding fan, I'd put Fear in C. Just so we can have a little bit more range here. I think Antidote's definitely better than 44 Ever. I feel like In Retrospect is really beautiful, though. I feel like I'm kind of disrespecting In Retrospect right here. Alright, let's look at the S tier. Alright, Ghost in the Machine, definitely S tier. Teleport, definitely S tier. Interstellar, definitely S tier. Love Me, in my opinion, that's probably unpopular, definitely S tier. Deja Vu, definitely S tier. And then Favela and Gardens 3 are like tippy top A tier. Like, arguably S. City in the Stars, I think it's still going to take a little bit of time to grow on me. And then I think people aren't gonna like that I've in retrospect a little low, but I feel like this feels like a good ranking for me. I think this is solid. I like this. If you guys enjoyed today's video, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe. I'll see you next one. Peace out. Let me know your opinions down.